Guys, all the cars that you see in these videos are for sale on my website, www.woodsandbarclay.com. Enjoy the video. Hey, welcome back to the series on the 1984 300D. Today we're over at Scott's shop and he has started the detailing process. So let's go take a look. What's up, Scott? Looks like he's giving it a just a nice hand car wash out here first. How's it going, Scott?
It's going.
What do you think of this one? What would you like to do to it?
Well, it's going to need a good buffing and polishing.
Buffing and polish.
I'm going to go over the interior again. I mean, even though these cars look clean, I mean, you have to really go over them to make them the way they should be.
This one, yeah, this one's already pretty damn clean. But, you know, he's going to go through it anyway. We're going to try to get everything spotless. Beautiful car. Okay, guys, so I'm going to let Scott get back to it. And I'll be back in a little while once he has it in the shop. And, you know, he's buffing and polishing and working his magic on it. Let's get up inside the wheel wells. Excuse the loud music next door over there, but he's about to pull the Mercedes in, but I just wanted to show you guys, he just finished doing the paint correction on this truck. And Scott, what year is this thing?
72. It's a GMC Sierra Grande.
1972 GMC Sierra Grande. Man, this y'all should have seen this truck when it came in. It did not look like this.
It looked like it was rolled on.
It was awful, and he has made this thing, that's a show car finish. Anyway, he's about to bring the Mercedes in and do his work on it, and we will be back shortly. All right, guys, we are back up here at the shop. Scott just called me. He's done washing it. Now he's doing a clay bar to remove any contaminants from the original paint. That's not very bad. We've seen worse. Yeah, the clay bar, it pulls anything out of the paint, so you have a fresh surface for when you start buffing and polishing. Otherwise, you're just rubbing those contaminants into the paint. Also, you can see he's got everything taped off. That way he doesn't hit anything with the high-speed buffer, because if you do, it will leave marks all over your trim, and we have to fix that when people send cars in here all the time because they don't do this. You see, got the antenna taped off. So he is he's well underway. And what are you doing next here, Scott?
Flex.
Ah, the flex. Okay, we'll see if we can capture some of that for you guys. That was Scott flexing. But yeah. Scott, what's the, people usually haven't seen this pad. What is that pad?
It's a microfiber on foam. That way it doesn't affect any of these areas.
So it goes with the contours.
Regular high speed, you'd have a tendency to shave a lot of paint off the edges.
Yeah, don't want to shave paint off the edges. And
also, it keeps from really affecting the pin, because these are painted pinstripes.
Okay. Oh wow, these are painted.
These are painted.
Nice. Yeah, so, a lot of cars, guys, have vinyl stickers, and these were actually painted. So super nice.
So this rides over everything nice and smooth. It doesn't leave any swirl marks either. So, and I've been using these machines probably, I don't know,
150 years.
No, about 20 years. And when I found out how good they worked, I actually bought 3 of them.
Back in my day, we used to crank them by hand.
Yeah, you have to pedal while I'm using it.
All right, let's see the process here. And this is this a cutting?
It's a micro cutting compound. And
so it's not a heavy cut?
No, it's not a heavy cut.
Yeah, this car doesn't need heavy cut, guys. It's already super nice. All right, so obviously he has to do the entire car, guys. That is gonna take a while, and I will be back shortly. Oh, forgot to mention, he's already cleaned in the wheel wells and dressed the tires, and check out those original bunts. And he's already cleaned up in the wheel wells. It really doesn't get better than that. That's the original paint. I don't think these people ever drove on dirt roads or anything. Look at that. Yeah, that's amazing. And of course the original bunch just cleaned up beautifully. Brand new tires. Scott, what's the process after the buffing?
Probably just polishing and then putting wax on it.
So buffing and then come back and polish. And polish is yet a different compound. That's a correction compound he's using now. And then he'll use a polishing compound and then apply wax.
Polishing cream.
And I think you said after you wax them, they're good for like 7 months.
On average.
If they're stored in your garage and, you know, not run through automatic car washes.
Yeah.
And just wash them by hand, guys, you know, old school in your driveway. And the wax will last like, you know, 7 months. Man, I can already tell the difference. Thing is, I don't know if this picks up on the camera, but here in real life, you can just clearly see what he just did. Anyway, let's go over here and finish looking at the, yeah, those are the original bunts under there. And the wheel wells have been all cleaned and pressure washed. Just beautiful condition. This, like I said, this is a preservation class car, guys. Yeah. Pretty amazing. And back here in the trunk, while Scott was up there buffing, I cleaned out back here. Now, there's just an extra set of belts. I ended up not needing to use them. That is the original build sticker from the factory. This tells all the options for the assembly line workers to put the correct options on the car. That's going to be right there. Here's where the car, I think, was originally purchased. House of Imports, Mercedes-Benz. This original tag is here. I need to clean up down there a little bit. Yeah, I'll wipe down there. And then, you know, underneath is the original original bunt with the original Continental tire from the 80s. Toolkit, it's all in here. Pretty remarkable. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of Scott's way. I'll probably be back towards the end of the day. He may finish up today, I don't know, but I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, I'm back up here at the shop. You can see all the tape is removed and he is done buffing, polishing, and waxing. Scott, what do you think about this car?
I think I'm tired.
You think you're tired? Good Lord, this is amazing.
It came out good.
Yeah. It's a preservation class, original paint car. And how do you know it's original paint, guys? Well, you look up at the front of the car. If you don't see any, there you go. See that little right there, that little rock chip? See that one right there? If you don't see that, guys, you know somebody's repainted it. All original paint cars are going to have a couple of little rock chips on the front. That's how they are. But there's no way I'm repainting that. This is remarkable original paint. All the chrome, anodized, I call it chrome, it's anodized aluminum. Beautiful. All of the black molding. Yeah, this is pretty much as good as it gets. Let's take a look at it on the other side. Scott, I don't see any chips or dings on the sides over here at all. It's flawless. I mean, I don't use the word flawless or perfect with classic cars, but this is about as close as you can get. Yeah, look at all this. No sun fading, no water spots. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, look how bright that is. It's almost like a mirror shine on here. Looks beautiful, Scott. Nice work.
Thank you.
Yeah, look at all the anodized aluminum up here. Look at the reflection. And Scott did wipe down the motor. You know, I degreased it and whatnot back at the shop, but he wiped it down. Yeah, that's as good as it gets, you guys.
I got in there with a brush and some cleaner, and then pressure wash the areas.
And he got in the areas like back behind here real good, and like down in these areas, you know, over in here. Good Lord. Sorry, I'm just kind of taking this all in. This is, even though I see these cars all the time, this is just remarkable. So it's almost done. It's Friday at like 5:30. So the interior is, I think Scott's going to work on that. He said Saturday, maybe Monday, and I'll be back over here after he's done with that, and we'll put the detail light on the interior and show you how that came out. So anyway, we'll see you in a second. All right, we are back up here. It is now Monday, and Scott has totally finished the vehicle, and today I wanted to show you guys the interior detailing. Let's go around here. We've got the detail light in here. And he has vacuumed, cleaned, and shampooed all the floor mats and put in the plastic over them. And he has also cleaned the seats, the steering wheel, the shifter. Guys, that's as good as it gets for a blue interior. Steering wheel has been cleaned and disinfected. All the wood has been polished. See, that looks absolutely beautiful. And there's the original tape that came in the car. I'll just leave that there. Let's take a shot from the other side. Oh, also we just wiped down the you know, the trunk. We took all the stuff out and wiped in these areas back here on the trunk. That's the original tag, wiped out all underneath here. But let me show you the interior from over here. This is always the best shot. There we go. You can really see the blue dash here. That is remarkable. Really, all we had to do was wipe that down. But again, all the carpets have been vacuumed and shampooed. Seats cleaned. That's as good as it gets right there, you guys. Well, that is it for the detailing video, and this car is officially done. On the website, I think there's 6 or 7 videos showing every detail that I did to the vehicle, and this 1984 300D is finished and ready to ship out. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.